Let's be honest. Talking about ED with your partner can feel like you're walking straight into a fire. You're worried your partner's going to feel rejected, confused, maybe even blame themselves, or worse, they're going to look at you differently. Like you're not the man they thought that you were. But silence only makes things worse. It builds walls in your relationship. It feeds a sense of shame. And it turns a medical and emotional issue into a relationship crisis. If you've been avoiding this conversation or you've tried but it went sideways, this video is for you. We're going to talk about how to talk about erectile dysfunction in a way that can actually bring you closer, not further apart. Welcome to EIQ Men, the space where we have real, raw conversations about men's sexual health, intimacy, and emotional intelligence. I am Mark Goldberg, a certified sex therapist who works with men and couples to reclaim confidence, build connection, and improve sexual well-being. At EIQ Men, we offer private coaching, self-guided courses, and educational support to help you stop spiraling, get clear on what's going on, and rebuild your sense of confidence in the bedroom and in your relationship. ED, though, is more than a bedroom issue. It's a nervous system issue, a relationship issue, an emotional issue. And when you learn how to talk about it with your partner in a way that's grounded and honest, everything can change. So let's talk about how to do this. Why is it so hard to talk about this? Erectile dysfunction doesn't just impact your body. It hits your identity, your confidence, and your emotional safety in a relationship. Many men fear that admitting to erectile dysfunction makes them less desirable, less masculine, or less capable. But here's the truth. ED is common, and it doesn't make you less of a man. What defines your masculinity is how you show up with courage, honesty, and care, even when you feel vulnerable. Still, I get it. You might feel like you're disappointing your partner. Maybe they've already noticed, and you're both pretending, trying to just not talk about it. That silence, though, becomes its own problem. So when should you bring this up? The best time is when you're not in the heat of the moment. Don't wait until sex is already happening or things have gone wrong. Instead, pick a calm, emotionally safe time. Maybe after a walk, maybe while making dinner together, or during a quiet evening. And begin with vulnerability, not defensiveness. You might say, hey, I've been feeling a little disconnected lately when it comes to intimacy, and there's something I want to talk to you about. Or I've been struggling with something sexually, and it's been hard to open up because I didn't want you to feel hurt or confused. Notice the tone here. You're not blaming. You're not over-explaining. You're inviting your partner into your emotional experience. So what should you actually say? You want to acknowledge three things. You're aware of the change and that it matters to you. You care about how it affects your partner, and you want to face it together. Let's say erectile dysfunction has made you avoid sex or touch. You could try saying, I've noticed I've been pulling away lately, and it's not because I don't want you. It's because I've been dealing with some erectile issues that are affecting my confidence. And I really didn't know how to talk about it with you without feeling deeply ashamed. That is a powerful statement. You're not pretending it's just stress. You're not making excuses. You're inviting your partner into the story instead of keeping them outside of it. This kind of emotional transparency can deepen intimacy because what your partner wants more than perfection, even more than your performance, is a real connection. Now, let's talk about what to expect. Sometimes your partner might feel relieved. They've been sensing something was off and didn't know what it was. Other times they might feel confused, rejected, or even think it's about them. So part of this conversation could be reassuring them. You might say, this isn't about not being attracted to you. It's not about anything you did. It's something happening to me. And I want to work through it together. If your partner gets upset or emotional, don't panic. That's part of being in a relationship. Stay calm, listen, offer reassurance. And remember, this isn't a one-time conversation. It's the start of an ongoing dialogue. Also, you can normalize the fact that ED is a medical and emotional issue, not a character flaw. Whether it's caused by stress, performance anxiety, porn use, trauma, aging, or medical conditions, this is something that can be worked through, especially if you're willing to talk about it and get help. This is also where couples therapy can play a role. Sometimes erectile dysfunction is the symptom of a deeper emotional disconnection. Other times, the erectile dysfunction is responsible for creating that disconnection. Either way, you don't have to figure it out alone. Couples therapy and sex therapy can give you a structure and a space to be able to talk through what's been happening, what it all means, and how to move forward together. It helps reframe intimacy, shift you out of the pressure and shame, and explore new ways to connect sexually and emotionally. And therapy isn't just for couples in crisis. It's for couples who want to grow, couples who want to understand each other even better. Therapy is also for couples who want to move through hard things without avoiding or blaming. If that sounds like what you need, you can look at our coaching services and be able to sign up to talk with one of our experts who are trained in these sexual health and relationship issues. We also provide resources to help you take that next step. Let's also talk for a moment about emotional intimacy. Erectile dysfunction doesn't mean the end of connection. This challenge can actually create a new chapter in your relationship, one rooted in emotional safety, trust, and exploration. When you take the pressure off and you shift the focus to connection, something beautiful can happen. You rediscover the power of touch, of kissing, of presence. You start having conversations that matter more than your orgasms. You start seeing each other fully, not just sexually. You might explore new ways of being intimate, different ways to approach foreplay, mutual massage, erotic conversation, and even laughter and lightheartedness in the bedroom again. This is about redefining intimacy, not losing it. And the more honest you are about what you need, the more safety you create for your partner to do the same. Let's be real for a moment, though. Erectile dysfunction can be a crisis point, but it can also be a catalyst for better communication, for more vulnerability, for confronting outdated ideas about masculinity and performance, for building a relationship where sex isn't something you just perform. It's something you share and co-create. That's what this is all about. Breaking the silence, rewriting the story, and building a partnership where both of you feel seen, wanted, and safe. If that's the kind of relationship you want, but you're not sure how to get there, we can help. Whether through coaching, resources, or some of our courses, we work with men and couples every day on this path. You do not have to figure this out on your own. Remember, ED isn't just a physical issue. It's emotional, it's relational, and it's deeply human. With the right tools, the right words, and the right support, you can talk about it in a way that builds trust, not breaks it. You can talk about it in a way that invites connection, not fear, that turns silence into healing. If this video resonates with you, please hit a like, subscribe, drop a comment, let us know what stood out, and if you're open to sharing what you're struggling with, give us a note. We're here to create a space where men can deal with emotional and sexual health challenges, making sure it's not taboo, they can stay real, and they can continue to access our resources.